So that's a huge first step, and then after that, you've made this list, and you're like, okay, people say someone makes their list, they've made this step, they know they're unhappy, they don't like, they know what they don't want, they have an idea of what they do want. Now there's a lot of anxiety and uncertainty,
right,
or anxiety driven by the uncertainty. What was the first step you did after that to say, like, okay, this is the next thing I have to do, and then build from there? How do you build that momentum when you're starting from scratch and it has to be like internally driven?
You have to have a very, very good reason for changing. If you don't have a good reason for change, then it just won't happen.
Why?
So why? My reason for change was that I know that I could be feeling better every day and doing better things and exploring. I had so much potential. I felt I had potential, and I felt that it wasn't getting expressed or utilized in a very good way at all. So there was an aspect of having faith in myself, which it's difficult for a lot of people to admit to themselves that they're wonderful. This is what I've experienced in the world. They don't really believe it. They'll hear it, and then they internally shunt it off.
They minimize their positives.
Exactly. They minimize their positives. I don't know if this is a cultural thing or if this is human nature. I don't know, but I know it's a fact in almost everywhere I've been around the world. And the thing is, all it takes really is someone to tell themselves that and really believe it for it to work. You don't need anyone else to tell you you're amazing to feel and be amazing. But
this isn't a sense of like arrogance, right? It's like it's something else. Like, how would you?
This is something I struggled with for a very long time. Like, at this point in my life, at this point of the story, I had enough. But it wasn't. It wasn't even at that point a full acceptance of, or even realization of how much I can do. I just didn't. I had a very I had a very low sense of self-worth, and it was because I was putting myself. I said to myself, I don't want to be above anyone else. Like, I'm just the same as anything that I would ever do, anyone else could also do if they wanted to. That was my attitude. And it's true. That's still true. But the difference is between then and now is that then I would put other people, like, above me in some way. Like, oh, I'm nothing special. I would say I'm nothing special. Instead of saying I am special, but I'm not more special than anyone else. Like, if they want to be, they could do the same thing.
So you have this potential inside you.
Right,
Everyone has it. And
everyone
it's
has
just
it.
a matter of accepting that you have that, and and being willing to go out and
and then having the self-confidence, no matter what other people say, to just try something. Like, the reality is, for most young people, is that they don't have obligations yet. They don't have nearly as many obligations as they would have later in life. They just, as you go further in life, the trend
got a friend over here.
The normal trend is to just pile more and more obligations onto yourself. So when you're younger, the obligations are less. So you can take more chances and have the possibility of everything going wrong and then recovering from it 100%, or having it be the best experience of your life, actually, in retrospect, that you failed so hard. Like, everything happens in just the way it's supposed to. So.